Good morning, students. Hi, Vijaya, your teacher of English. Welcome you all to Rishikul Online School. Today, we are going to read chapter 9 from the book First Flight, and the name of the chapter is Madam Rides the Bus, and this is module 3. Till now, we read that Wally's favorite pastime was to stand in front of the doorway of the house and watch the activities outside on the street. This gave her immense joy and many unusual experiences. She had no playmates of her own age in the neighborhood, so watching the activities of street became her favorite pastime. Every time the bus loaded with passengers passed by her house made Wally experience an unending joy. Her strongest desire was to have a ride in the bus that traveled between the village and the nearest town. Whenever a friend of Wally who had the experience of the bus journey tried to give details of it, she felt jealous and would woo her by saying, "Proud, proud." She had absolutely no idea about this expression, but often used it to show her disapproval. Now, Wally had a strong desire to undertake the bus journey from her village to the nearest town, and Wally required a sum of 60 paise for her first bus ride to the town and back to the village. The sum as such was very meager, but for Wally, who hardly ever got to see so much money, it was fortune, and she had to make many calculations. Wally made careful, painstaking, elaborate plans, and then she took her first journey after planning wisely. It was all so wonderful. Suddenly she was startled by a voice. "Listen, listen, child," said the voice. "You shouldn't stand like that. Sit down." Sitting down, she looked to see who had spoken. It was an elderly man who had honestly been concerned for her, but she was annoyed by his attention. Wally looked curiously at everything. So she stood up to have a good look at the outside world. She observed everything minutely in the bus. She was immediately snubbed by a gentleman who advised her to sit down lest she should hurt herself. Although she was only 8 years old, but she didn't like to be addressed as a child or as madam. She made this quite clear to the conductor and her co-passengers. Wally insisted upon standing on her seat, but she sat down after a while for fear of losing it to other passengers who had started getting into the bus. "There is nobody here who is a child," she said haughtily. "I have paid my 30 paise like everyone else." The conductor chimed in. "Oh, sir, but this is a very grown up madam. Do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare and travel to the city all alone?" Wally shot an angry glance at the conductor and said, "I'm not a madam. Please remember that. And you have not yet given me my ticket." "I'll remember," the conductor said, mimicking her tone. Everyone laughed, and gradually Wally too joined in laughter. Conductor punched a ticket and handed it to her. "Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Why should you stand and when you have paid for a seat?" "Because I want to," she answered, standing up again. So here we came to know that Wally is a very clever girl. The unnamed conductor in the story is a man of cheerful disposition and he is very helpful. On the way to the town, he tries his best to keep her in good humor and does not mind when she gets irritated and annoyed on account of the fun he has at her expense. So, he's a very cheerful man. But if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself. When the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump, that's why we want you to sit down, child. I'm not a child, I tell you, she said irritably. I'm 8 years old. Of course, of course. How stupid of me, 8 years. My. The bus stopped, some new passengers got on, and the conductor got busy for a time. Afraid of losing her seat, Wally finally sat down. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? She asked Wally as the bus started again. Now, on her way to the town, conductor was a good-natured, cheerful man who enjoys his work and knows how to take care of his passenger, especially this child passenger. He made everybody laugh by his silly talks with Wally. He is very nice to Wally and takes good care of her and even invites her to come again for another bus ride. So he is very kind, very he found the women absolutely repulsive. Such big holes she had in her earlobes and such ugly earrings in them, and she could smell the bitter nut the woman was chewing and see the bitter juice that was threatening to spill over her lips at any moment. Oh, who could be sociable with such a person? So, here in this paragraph, Wally is describing the women who came and sat beside her. That woman was an elderly woman, a co-passenger, who asked her, Are you alone, dear? She found that woman repulsive because she did not have a good looking appearance. Her earlobes had really big holes with ugly earrings. Now, I don't think that Wally was justified in considering the women to be repulsive, because one must not accept or reject a person on the basis of her or his looks, because appearances are deceptive. So, till now we read what kind of journey Wally had through that bus, how she enjoyed, how she passed her time in that bus, how that conductor entertained her. So this was our module 3. We will meet soon in module 4. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.